Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said in the interview that Ukraine is not willing to give up territory in the eastern part of the country to end the war with Russia, and Ukraine's military is prepared to fight Moscow's military in the Donbas region in a battle he says could influence the course of the entire war. Zelensky said that his country has no guarantee that Russia wouldn't try again to seize Kyiv if it is able to capture Donbas. This is why it is very important for us to not allow them to stand our ground, because this battle, it can influence the course of the whole war, Zelensky said. Zelensky's interview with CNN Friday, more than 7 weeks into Russian President Vladimir Putin's attack on Ukraine, comes as Ukraine's military has seen successes resisting Russia's offensive that have come as a surprise to U.S. intelligence, and a Kremlin that had planned for a quick and decisive victory. At the same time, however, Ukraine has suffered horrific civilian casualties across the country amid the fighting. Zelensky said that the world should be prepared for the possibility that Putin would use a tactical nuclear weapon because he does not value Ukrainian lives. Zelensky spoke in both Ukrainian and English about the horrors his country has witnessed and the urgent help his military still needs to be equipped to fend off the coming Russian offensive in the east and southern parts of Ukraine. U.S. President Joe Biden said last week that the civilian killings being committed by Russian forces appeared to be genocide. "I have the same opinion as President Biden," Zelensky said. "Look what happened in Bucha. It's clear that is not even a war, it's a genocide. They just killed people. Not soldiers, people. They just shot people in the streets. People were riding bicycles, taking the bus or just walking down the street. There were corpses lining the streets." French President Emmanuel Macron, who has engaged Putin diplomatically, said in response to Biden's comments on genocide that he didn't think it was constructive to raise the rhetoric. Zelensky said he spoke to Macron this past week and wants him to visit Ukraine to see the atrocities firsthand. Zelensky said, "I think he wants to take some steps to ensure that Russia engages in dialogue. I just told him that I want him to understand that this is not war, but nothing other than genocide. I invited him to come when he will have the opportunity. He'll come and see, and I am sure he will understand." Zelensky said he also wants Biden to come to Ukraine. The U.S. president suggested last week that he wanted to go, though he said U.S. officials are still in discussions on whether a high-level U.S. official will visit Ukraine. "I think he will," Zelensky said of Biden when asked if there were any plans for the U.S. president to visit. "I mean, his decision, of course. And as well, the safety situation depends. I mean that. But I think he's the leader of the United States, and that's why he should come here to see."